Take two. Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Hope y'all are having a good night. Yeah, 9 o'clock at night. I'm a little earlier this time. Not much going on today. Yeah, I'm wearing my little hat because I'm having a bad hair day. Because, well, your girl decided to roll the windows down in the van and let the wind have its way with my hair. Yeah. Not always a good thing when your hair is thinning. And, well, it looks like a hot mess. Hat to the rescue. So, there you go. Oh. So, well, I just did a little yarn shopping today. I went to Hobby Lobby. I started the second skein on Roxy's top, on the first square of her top. So, there's that. I'm adding a little bit of crocheter block, as far as, I guess because I've done so many sweaters, I'm just starting to kind of hit that wall, of, do I want to do another sweater? But yes, I'm going to. I seem to be breaking down the wall today, so I seem to be hitting my stride with it again today. Thank goodness. Because I really love making the sweaters, but the last week or so, it's just been kind of like, do I really want to do that? Yes, I do really want to do that. So I'm glad that that part is coming down, and I'm doing better with that. Poor Will is homesick. I guess he's got a cold or something. I don't know, but I managed to get him some oranges and orange juice, and hopefully a good shot of vitamin C will bring him around. But I know y'all, enough of this chit chat. Y'all want to see what I got at Hobby Lobby, right? Well, I thought maybe my crow gel was having trouble with the hooks I was using, because I was using my trusty clover and tulip. Let me see where they are. I just stuck them right here, because this is my clover, 6 milli, and this is my tulip, 6 milli. Yeah, 6 milli tulip etimo. It's a tulip etimo. It's a pink tulip, okay. And I got it off Amazon for about $12. And this I've had for a long while. And I don't remember what I paid for it. I think it might have been part of a set that someone gifted to me. And, but yes, 6 milli clover hook. My trusty. It's it's obviously had a lot of good hard use, because it's the best one I've got. And I love it a lot. And this one, I can use them interchangeably most times. But there is a slight difference in the hook between this one and this one. Very slight difference in the hook. It's almost, when it's very slight. But today I said, well, maybe I need a plastic hook, because this party yarn in this particular color of the jelly beans was being a little splitty. So maybe I was thinking to myself, maybe I need a plastic hook. And I was like, well, Hobby Lobby has some cheap plastic hooks. I'll give that a go. And so I bought one of these in the 6 millimeter. And this was about $3.50. Now, when I first bought this handle was very sticky. And it just didn't want to cooperate, But then I remembered about a video that Llama Mama Kayla put out a year or so ago to remedy that in this exact hook. She took and she washed it with dishwashing liquid in the sink, which I didn't actually wash it in the sink. I had some generic Clorox wipes, and I just cleaned it with that. And then she took and she put some powder on it. So I think she had cornstarch. I didn't have cornstarch. I just had some deodorant powder that I use, and I just put some powder on. I used what I had. I'll put it that way. And so I put some powder on it, and it got rid of the sticky, and it works just fine. And so I managed to get up a little speed with this one, and it works just fine. And which enabled me to make quite a bit of progress. And I said, well, let me give this hook another go. Now this hook has a very long shaft, very similar to furls and prim and other type hooks, you know, some of those resin hooks with the long shaft. So, but the kicker is this is what I learned on, was these plastic hooks from Hobby Lobby. This is what I learned on. But now I can't use them for some reason. Sorry, there's a little bug in here from outside. It's just one of those, what we call mosquito hawks. It's just a moth of some sort. But it was over there by the yarn, and I was just trying to make sure it got away from the yarn. Anyway. The dogs come in and out of the back door all different times of the day. But I tried this one. No. This one was about around $3. So I can't use this one at all. That was a bust. So, which I guess, you know, it's been, I guess about 3 years, maybe 2.5 years since I learned to crochet. About 2.5 years, something like that, since I learned to crochet. And so you evolve as a crocheter. You evolve, and your taste change, your style changes. I can no longer use long shafted crochet hooks. It just I cannot use the long shafted ones at all. This one, it has a short shaft. I can use this one, and the hook, the handle is got a nice thick chunky handle. I can use this shorter one. That you know, it is an inline. If you look at it, it is an inline style hook, but it works. If you need a plastic one, and some yarns, you need to use a plastic hook. It just because it just works better with a plastic hook. Now I don't know if the party yarn's that, because after working with it, it seems that some of these skeins with the party yarn, parts of it are more splitty than others. Either the very beginning of the skein will be splitty, and the very ending of the yarn of the skein will get splitty. I don't know why that is. It just, some of it is like that. And so that's what I was experiencing. And so once I got past the splitty part, I was able to switch back to my clover, no problem. But the plastic tended to do better with the splitty part. So just a little tip. If you're working with the party yarn, the Big Twist party yarn, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The Joann's Big Twist party yarn, this yarn right here. If you're working with it and it seems kind of splitty and you're using a metal hook, if you have the ability, switch to a plastic one and see if it doesn't work a little bit easier for you and less splitty. Because that yarn does tend, in certain spots of the yarn, it tends to get a little splitty. So if you have the ability, switch to a plastic one until you get past that part of the yarn, because it's not the whole skein, it's just parts of it. And once you get past it, you can switch back to your metal and you're good. At least that's been my experience. I can't say that that's going to be everybody's experience. Now the green skein, the green color was only that way at the beginning and the end. In the middle, it was perfect. So I don't know what to say about that. But this hook is a keeper. The long shafted hook, no. So that's about the hooks. I did buy a little cup that was on clearance that had some bees on it, but I left it in the kitchen. I paid a couple of dollars for it. But, and I tied this bag, tied it. But, there we go. But, of course, I bought all I Love This yarn. But I got some different colors. And this color is going to surprise you all. I'm going to go over this is a solid color, so I'm going to go over the specs real quick. It's a 7-ounce skein, 199 grams, 355 yards, 325 meters, 100% acrylic. Recommends a 5mm crochet hook. 5mm knitting needle, 5.5 crochet hook. Full price, it's $4.99. I went 30% off week, so it's $3.49 on 30% off week. This color is just plain brown. And I got 2 skeins of this brown. Yes. So I just wanted a couple of skeins of brown. And oh, it's good and squishy. It's very buttery and soft. Well, like most of the I love this yarn is, and it's wound very tightly. But even wound very tightly, it's very smooth and soft. And so I got 2 skeins of that. And my lovely Serena in Canada is making a blanket with this yarn. And she's quickly running out of it. It's part of the yarn that I bought for her, when I shopped for her last month. I bought some of this yarn, and she's been making a blanket with it in black. And she needs 4 more skeins. And so I'm going to be doing another shopping trip for her. But I went ahead and just, because I was there, and I went ahead and got her some more. I'll put it aside until she's ready to do the, to buy the rest of what she's wanting. But this is the print, the I Love This Yarn print. And it's 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards, 230 meters. It's 100% acrylic, 4-weight. Same, the rest of the specs are the same. It's Candy Stick Stash. Yeah. And so she's running this with a black yarn for, I forget what the name of the pattern is, but it's a Bag O' Day pattern blanket that she's making. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It works up beautifully. But I got her 4 skeins of this, and I got myself 3 skeins of it. So 7 skeins altogether. So, but it is very, very soft and wonderful. And of course, I'm going to make at least a hat out of this. She's going to put hers in a blanket, and I'm going to make hats out of mine. Because I can't wait to see what it looks like in a hat, right? That's going to be cool. That's going to be cool looking. But she's also got some neon pink that I sent her as part of the shopping trip. I think all of that is in that bag, yeah. And then the other color I got, because I got some yarn that I wanted to pair with this. I needed a darker turquoise, because the lighter turquoise I have wouldn't match this yarn. See, I had this yarn already off the shelf. I just pulled it out of a cube over here. And this is called Nevada Dusk. And you see how dark that turquoise is in there? That's a darker turquoise. Well, I had a lighter, what they call turquoise, and it was too light for this. So I bought, this is another solid color, same specs as the brown, but this is called Peacock. And so it's a bit of a darker turquoise than the light turquoise that I normally, but see, it matches that Nevada Dusk. It matches that turquoise in that color. So that works out just fine. So, and I bought 6 skeins of this because, well, this is one of my favorites. This is a shade of my favorite color. So, you know, it's one of those things you can't have enough of. And this is not as tightly wound as the brown, but it's still wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. And it almost has a little sheen to it, almost. But I really like this. And so I'll probably, in the future, it'll be a blanket or a sweater, because I have like 6 skeins of the Nevada Dusk and 6 skeins of this. So that's enough for a blanket or a sweater, whichever I choose. But yes, this is Peacock. And it's beautiful. So that's everything I got at Hobby Lobby today. I didn't spend a whole bunch. I was kind of on the conservative side today. Just because I just didn't want to feel like going crazy, because look at what's behind me. And then this ain't even all my stash. I mean, I got 12 cubes here, 16 here, 16 here, and then I got a bunch of totes. So I have a lot of yarn. So, but I am about to do a yarn swap, and then I'm gonna try to gear up and put aside yarn for a 3K giveaway, in hopes that maybe if I put the yarn aside, that will, you know, push my number to go, you know, closer to it. And this is my Yeti cup with my Diet Mountain Dew in it. But yeah, I figured maybe if I push, you know, go ahead and put the yarn together, then you know, it will kind of, you know, put that out into the world, 3K, 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 you know, that it will, you know, pump my number up high, you know, quicker. I don't know. I've seen other channels do that they'll do a giveaway video for a certain subscriber number, and say, when I hit the subscriber number, then I'll draw the winner. And then, I have done that myself in the past, but I think I'm just gonna, you know, get a tote box and just start putting giveaway yarn in that box, and, you know, in preparation for the 3K. I don't think I'm actually going to do the video, because I think that's a little presumptuous of me. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. But thanks to a wonderful shout out by Juan, the Yarn Addict, and I appreciate that so very much. I have gained some new subscribers from that, and I welcome everybody that came over from that shout out. Thank you so much. And so hopefully, you know, we can grow some more, and I'll try to bring some better content as we go. Hopefully the summer, you know, as spring and summer and the warmer weather comes, my spirits will pick up. This colder weather and this transition, you know, my body has kind of gone into transition, and as I've recovered from the gastric bypass and everything, and tried to adjust to this new me, you know, it's been a big change. And you know, of course, y'all been along for the ride, and so hopefully I can start doing some more different, interesting content, and keep things flowing, and keep people interested. You know, ideally, I really don't know what the future holds. I just know that, you know, I'm going to keep putting content out. What all that content's going to be, I don't know yet. I'm just try to keep it interesting and not bore you to tears. But I know daily videos are important. And of course, the yarn hauls are going to continue, big or small. I will always share what I get in. And who knows, maybe I'll stack all my totes up over here next to me and go through all those with you, and so that you can see what, you know, I know y'all can see, you know, what's behind me and what's in here, but what's in the totes, right? What exactly do I have in those totes? It's a mystery. So that might be a future video. What do I keep in the totes? So I'm about to do a yarn swap. So some of that, I won't be able to afford to send her all the yarn that I pulled out, but some of it I'm going to send to her, and some of it I'll, you know, share with someone else. But I'm definitely destashing the stuff that it re-pulled out, which is about 2.5 totes worth, which needed to go. And there's probably some more stuff that I can part with, but I hadn't taken the time to do that. In the next day or two, I need to go through my clothes. I've got baskets of clothes just piled up over here that I unfolded, and I need to go through my actual clothes and pull out all those clothes that are too big for me, that two of me could fit in now, to be honest. You know, and I need to set aside the stuff that's worth donating and donate them to Goodwill, and you know, or the homeless maybe even, and just you know, give them to someone that can wear them, because I know finding good quality big person clothes is not an easy task, and donating them is the best course of action. Even if some of them are good enough to sell, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to donate them because I know how hard it is to find good quality big people clothes. And so there's clothes, and I figure the sooner I get rid of them, the less likely I am to gain back the weight, because if they're here, then there's always the possibility that I may fall back on bad habits, saying, oh, I have the clothes still. I could still, get it, it makes it too easy. It makes it too easy to, oh, the clothes are still here. I can still, wear those if I have to. No, I don't want to fall into old habits and gain back my weight. I don't want to do that. If the clothes aren't here, then there's no excuses. I have to stick with it. I have to stay, eating small meals and walking more and continue to maintain and lose more weight. I don't want to get into that habit of, making excuses for myself and oh, the clothes are still here. If the clothes are gone, because the weight's gone, and the weight can stay gone, and the clothes will stay gone. So, yeah, that's the reasoning behind going ahead and getting rid of them. I'm keeping the big shirts though, because I like my shirts baggy. The only thing that I've really discovered that I don't like about the weight loss so far is my neckline. I don't like this baggy, weird neckline that I've got going here. I noticed that in some selfies I took. I was like, I don't really like the way my neck looks, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's the only part of me that I think looks kind of old. I'm starting to look old and I don't like it. But, there's nothing you can do. It is what it is. Maybe I can get some cream or something and start putting on my neck. But yeah, I don't like that that baggy little, weird look to my neck. But maybe I'll get some generic olive oil and start putting it on my neck, and maybe that'll smooth it down a little bit. But yeah, that's the only thing I've discovered that I really dislike about the whole thing. But going down to a size 22, yay! Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that blows my mind. So yeah, because I was in size 36. So yeah, that's just wow. Yeah. So yeah, that's the size I was before I had Johnny. So yeah, before I had Johnny. So yeah, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited about that. And so I feel like my future looks bright. So does Johnny's, because we're going to get him certified and we're going to get him out there doing what Johnny wants to do, so that Johnny can have a bright future too. So I thank all of you for your loving support. I'm going to wrap for now so I can get back to this top. I'm going to put something good to watch on TV. I might go warm me up a can of gumbo though. That seems to be my typical supper staple, is a can of gumbo. I eat about half of it, and then I put the other half in the fridge and eat that later. I can't eat a whole can of soup. Can't do it. I get too full. But that's okay. That just makes my food go longer. That makes my food last me longer. When the boys are out of food, I still have food. They might be starving, but I still have food. Works out just fine. But I love y'all so much, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.